How's it going, everybody? This is Uncle Jim coming back at you with another video. I wanted to talk briefly about the Houston show that just happened this last weekend, some of the pickups I had. I had some cash in my eBay account, been really moving out of modern, and especially ultra modern. Last about month of sales, I just saved up and I was able to get some really awesome deals at the show. This one it's a pretty obscure set, 47 Bond Bread, Lou Boudreau. That is one of my, PC items. Just the fact that I can get this, it cost me 25 bucks. The guy didn't even have it priced. He had another one for a slightly larger star, up for 50. I said, well, this dude is a bigger star than Lou, a little better grade. Why don't you can I get it for 25, which was half price? And the guy said, sure. So anyways, love the card. Just a really cool picture of the old Municipal Stadium when they played. Love having it. One of my bigger pickups, not the rookie. I'm going to get one of his rookies, but this Bowman was just super sharp looking. The color, there's not any issue whatsoever on the surface. So I picked up this 51 Bowman Warren Spahn. And then my big pickup at the show, again, I used money that I had got from selling. If you check my Instagram account, Guy Incognito Collectibles, you can see what cards. Wasn't even planning on getting this card, but it's in my target list for this year. I was debating between a Satchel Paige and a Lefty Grove Gowdy. Kind of going back and forth, didn't know what to do. They weren't the greatest price. Conditions weren't great. And I looked at this, I must have missed the table. And I looked at this card and I was like, wow, this thing just looks great. The color is freaking perfect. Probably one of the most iconic rookie cards in the hobby, to be quite honest. I mean, Yastrzemski is an all-time Inner Circle Hall of Famer. Boston people are, rightfully obsessed with him. And I ended up picking this up. Made a cash deal for 250 bucks for this card. And I just thought it was such a steal for what it is, man. Next up, I just got a PSA order back. I wanted to kind of go over this one. I've been sending some raw to grade for selling purposes. This one really was mostly just for me to keep. So I'm not really even looking to sell any of these cards. These are cards either for my PC or long-term holds. I've been doing pretty good with 10s. This one, I didn't do as good, but still some awesome cards here. So let me walk you through some of these here. First off, we've got the Joe Thomas Green Refractor. This one, let me get the light a little better here for you guys. This card ended up costing me not a whole lot, but I really thought it had a chance at gemming, but it got an 8. I love the green on this card. I think it just really looks good. It kind of reminds me of like a football field type thing. Green that year for Finest is numbered out of 199. I think Joe is going to be elected soon to the Hall of Fame. I don't know when that is. I think it's this week. Speaking of Hall of Famers, I had picked this card up quite a while ago. Looked it over and couldn't figure out why this one got an 8. It looks pretty well centered. Maybe top down a little bit heavy on the bottom, but left right looks pretty darn solid. And when I grade stuff, guys, I know the centering I can control. I can't control what they find on the surface. I mean, I looked it over and I didn't really see anything, but anyways, this is JJ Watt Black Refractor. It's just gonna go on my PC for a while. The black is out of 299, so 2 Hall of Famers, 1 future, 1 coming up this week. One of the PC cards that I got in the order is a Bieber auto. Again, I thought it had a chance at a 10, so I'm working my way up, if you haven't noticed, from 8 to 10. Bieber got some concerns. His fastball velo is down about 2 miles per hour. I noticed last year it ticked back up to the 94 mile per hour average range, and he was just absolutely lights out. So with Bieber, I mean, I love the card. He's a PC guy. I think he's got another year with the Tribe. Maybe we can extend him, I don't know, but you never know. If he stays healthy and that velo keeps high, he could, he could make something of his career. Next up, and again, guys, these are all long-term holds for me. I think one of the smartest buys right now is early Pujols. Again, this one looked dead centered. I really thought it had a chance at a 10, but they must have found something. So got the 9. It's just the refractor, the Bowman refractor. Early Cardinals Pujols, I think, is going to be in demand till the end of time. So just that swing, that follow through, that iconic, swing of his. Awesome cards, and I'm so happy to have stuff like this. Next up, my first gem mint. Sometimes when you see somebody and they don't have a lot of cards graded, you got to do them yourself. Finally got a 10 on a Jose card that I've submitted. This one is the state and hometown, so it's got his country's flag. Love the card, and what I'm saying is, if you PC guys, sometimes you got to grade them yourself. This is a pop 11, so good luck finding one out there on eBay. I bought this card raw for I think 15 bucks, graded it for another 20, so I'm pretty darn happy with the result there. He doesn't have a lot of rookie cards, so the Bowman parallels, the Bowman paper, he does not have a Bowman chrome. The Bowman paper are pretty solid. I really like that set that year. Next up, purchased a raw Juan Soto refractor for $30. Got it graded for 20, and now I got a gem mint 10. Jose is similar to Juan, where they don't have a lot of rookie cards. Even with 2008, the year 2018, Juan doesn't have a lot of chromium parallels. His base top's chrome. He's got Bowman's Best, and he's got the Heritage. I don't know that he's got more than that, though. I might be forgetting some, but anyways, to get a refractor for 30 bucks and to grade it, I thought was just a no-brainer. His market was so far down. I think it's ticking up right now, but there's still a buying opportunity. The money for Vegas right now is on Juan being the NL MVP. He's just a phenomenal talent. He's already built up 20 WAR, and he's, 24 years old. It's stupid that how good he is and still so young. So happy to add this to the collection. I'm building a pretty good little Juan Soto PC as it is. Finally, my last card that I'm keeping, I had a couple that I consigned, is one that you probably don't see too often because it ended up just at the surface looks like a regular Topps Chrome. What's so special about that? Well, if you don't know, in 2015, they took the 5 best rookies and they made them SPs in regular Topps Chrome. In that year, it was Noah Syndergaard, Francisco Lindor, Joey Gallo, Byron Buxton, and Carlos Correa. Kind of similar to this year, how they did it with Witt and Julio. But this was in 2015, guys. So it's very short printed. You don't get a lot of these. There's a gold and a green parallel out there. They're all single digit pop. So good luck finding them. You'll see a ton of Topps Chrome update. But this is Topps Chrome. And this is about pop 200, 230. And I looked it over, man, it looked good. So I submitted it. I'm real happy with this 10. Correa is going to be very, very undervalued. People don't like him. People hate the Astros. But the fact of the matter is he's a 28-year-old with 40 WAR. The kid is, if you've never seen him in person, he's big and powerful. Kind of reminds me of an A-Rod type. Imagine an A-Rod pre-juice, that is. The kid is 6'4". He throws 95 miles an hour from shortstop. He is going to be able to play the game of baseball a very long time at an elite level. He gets a lot of defensive WAR. He gets offensive WAR. If he could stay healthy, he's an 8 to 10 WAR guy. Even an off year when nobody talks about him, he's gotten 7 before. So you might hate him, but at the end of the day, if he stays healthy and when he gets elected into Cooperstown, people are going to want his Topps Chrome. And there's only 200 some out there, and now I got one. So I would encourage you guys to think about the reason why some of these players are low. Um, and I think it's just a great card to have. Uh, Pretty happy with it. But yeah, that's my PSA order, guys, and the cards that I picked up at our latest show. Feeling pretty good, feeling pretty happy with those results. You know, baseball season, guys, is 2 weeks until pitchers and catchers at this point. It is going to be up and up from here. So if you haven't made plays already, you're probably too late. Honestly, if I were you, I would wait until the season starts, and you might be able to snag some stuff after the initial hype goes down, because you know, if you're not buying now, you got to wait till after the hype in maybe May. So that's kind of where we're at in the baseball card market. It is strong. It is probably the hottest market of any sport for a number of different reasons I'm not going to get into on this video. But like I said, you need to get your buying done about a month ago. And if you really feel, then do it now. All right, guys. Catch you on the other side.